ever stood in line at a fast food place, stared at the menu board, felt the people behind you getting impatient, and suddenly forgot every word of English you know? It's a universal anxiety. You know what you want, a burger and fries, but the words just don't come out right.
It really is. And the funny thing is, the English you learn in a textbook, like, I would like to purchase a hamburger, please, is actually the problem. It's too formal, it's too slow. In the high-speed world of American fast food, fluency sounds completely different.
Exactly. It's a different language game entirely. I'm Leo, by the way.
And I'm Emma. Today, we are taking a deep dive into the specific, high-pressure linguistic environment of ordering food. We're going to break down the history of why we speak this way, the exact phrases you need, and how to handle it when things go wrong.
We've got a great script of scenarios to walk through, but before we get to the first one, Emma, we have to talk about the context. Why is fast food English so clipped?
It comes down to one metric: speed of service. I was looking at a 2024 report from QSR magazine, that's the industry standard for quick service restaurants, and they found the average drive-through time is now down to about 5 minutes and 29 seconds.
5 minutes for the whole process?
Start to finish. And that's actually faster than in previous years. The industry is obsessed with shaving off seconds. A 5-second improvement can mean thousands of dollars in extra revenue per store over a year. So the language has evolved to fit that economic reality. It's efficient, it's transactional, it relies on what linguists call ellipsis, omitting words that are understood from context.
So when you're brusque, you're not being rude, you're being a good customer. You're helping the system work. Let's hear what that sounds like in practice. This is our first scene, the counter order.
Hey, can I get a cheeseburger, Veo?
Sure. What drink?
Coke, please.
Medium or large?
Medium's fine.
Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Okay, freeze it there. Notice how short everything is. You didn't say, I would like a Coke, you just said, Coke, please.
Right. And look at the opener, can I get? That is the holy grail of ordering phrases. Can I get or can I have? If you walk in and say, I want a burger, it sounds like a demand from a toddler. But can I get softens it just enough.
It's a modal verb functioning as a polite request. And notice your response to the size question. I asked medium or large, and you said medium's fine. That contraction, mediums, is so natural. It implies a medium size is fine for me.
And the closer, that's it. Not, I have finished my order, just, that's it. It signals the transaction is closed. But what happens when we need to complicate things? Because nobody just orders a plain burger anymore.
True. Customization is where people get stuck. Let's look at how to change an order efficiently without slowing down the line. Scene 2. Hey, can I get a chicken sandwich? No mayo.
Yeah, no mayo. Anything else?
And could you add extra pickles?
Sure thing.
So we have two key prepositions here, no and extra. In the past, maybe 20 or 30 years ago, you might have heard people say, hold the mayo. That's classic diner slang. But today, no mayo is the standard. It's clearer.
And extra is the universal word for more. You don't need to say, could you please put a larger amount of pickles on that? Just extra pickles. It's direct. Now, Leo, I want to talk about the environment where this language is most critical, the drive-through.
The ultimate test. You're talking to a metal box, there's an engine running, and the audio quality is usually terrible.
Historically, this is fascinating. The two-way speaker box was actually pioneered by Harry Snyder at In-N-Out Burger way back in 1948. Before that, car hops came to your window, but Snyder wanted speed. He created a system where you shouted at a box, and it changed the entire architecture of American food. But it also created a new problem: clarity.
Right, you cannot mumble in a drive-thru. Let's listen to how a drive-thru interaction sounds in 2025. Hi, welcome. What can I get started for you?
Yeah, can I get 2 tacos and a small fries?
Anything to drink?
Just a Sprite.
All right, pull up to the window.
There are some very specific drive-through phrases there. First, the employee often says, what can I get started for you? It implies a sequence. And your response was interesting. Just a Sprite.
Just is a minimizer. It tells the worker, don't ask me any more questions, I'm done. It saves time. And then the command, pull up. Sometimes you'll hear pull forward or pull around to the second window. It's always a directional command.
And you have to be ready for it. The drive-through is a high-pressure funnel. If you hesitate, you mess up the store's timer metrics. But let's shift gears, because more and more, we aren't talking at all. We're typing.
The delivery apps, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub,
This has introduced a weird new type of English where you are typing instructions to a stranger who might be driving a scooter in traffic. It has to be incredibly concise.
Scene 4. Ordering in an app.
So I'm typing in the special instructions box here. Hi, please leave the order at the door. Thanks.
Or if you're a native speaker and you're in a hurry, it's even shorter. Leave at the door, please.
Now, if you said leave at the door to a waiter in a restaurant, that would be incredibly rude. It's an imperative command. But in the app context, it's perfectly polite.
That's a great point. The medium changes the politeness rules. Text boxes on mobile phones encourage telegraphic speech. You strip away the social pleasantries because the driver is reading this at a stoplight. They don't want a novel. They want data. Gate code 1234. Blue house. Side door.
But sometimes you do have to actually speak to the driver. The handoff is often awkward. You're in your pajamas, they're in a helmet. Let's see how to navigate that awkwardness.
Hey, I'm outside.
Oh, okay, I'll be right down.
Or even simpler, I'm coming.
This is functional communication. I'll be right down is a fixed phrase. You almost never hear, I will descend immediately. It's always, I'll be right down, or I'll be right there.
And usually there's a verification step too, right? The driver might just say the name on the order, Leo, and you just say, yeah, thanks. It's the shortest conversation you'll have all week.
Until things go wrong, and this is where people really get nervous. Complaining or correcting a mistake requires a higher level of English skill because you have to balance being firm with being polite. You don't want to be the angry customer, but you want your fries.
Exactly. Let's look at scene 6, the delivery problem. This happens all the time. The driver can't find your apartment.
Hey, I can't find your boat yet.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky. I'm next to the gas station.
Got it. Be there in it.
Did you catch the phrase I used? It's kind of tricky.
I love that phrase. Tricky is such a useful word in English. It doesn't mean difficult exactly. It means confusing or complicated, but in a lighthearted way. If you say, my building is hard to find, it sounds like a fact. If you say, it's kind of tricky, you're empathizing with the driver. You're saying, it's not your fault, the building is weird.
It builds immediate rapport. And then there's the worst case scenario, missing food. Scene 7.
Hey, quick thing. I think something's missing from my order.
Sorry about that. What's missing?
The fries.
Okay, the magic phrase there was quick thing. It's a softener. It signals to the listener, I have a problem, but I'm not going to make a huge scene about it. It's just a quick thing.
And notice I said, I think something's missing. I know the fries are missing. I can see the bag. But saying I think makes it less accusatory. It sounds less aggressive than you forgot my fries. It gives the workers space to apologize without feeling attacked. This is what we call negative politeness in linguistics, reducing the imposition on the other person.
It's strategic. You get better service when you sound reasonable. Finally, let's wrap up with the casual reactions. You've got your food, everything is correct. How do Americans close the interaction? We don't usually say, goodbye, sir.
No, definitely not. Here are the big ones.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Awesome, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Appreciated is probably the most common guy phrase in America right now. It replaces thank you entirely in casual settings. It's warm but masculine and brief.
So, pulling this all together, what are the key takeaways for our listeners?
Fast food English is about speed. Cut the full sentences. Use fragments. No mayo, extra pickles.
Second, use softeners to sound polite without slowing things down. Can I get instead of I want. Quick thing instead of I have a complaint.
And third, confidence comes from knowing the script. These interactions are highly predictable. The worker is going to ask the same 3 questions. If you know the answers, drink, size, anything else, you can relax.
Honestly, after recording this, I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm ordering food tonight.
Same. Delivery, for sure.
If this helped, you know what to do. Subscribe for more real-life English breakdowns.
All right, food time.
Appreciate it then.